Ladies and gentlemen, we are not far away from the January transfer window where plans are afoot for changes to the side to hopefully improve the squad so much so that we might think about challenging for sneaking into the bottom half of the playoffs. But it's going to be a push. It would be a hell of a second half of the season if we are to do it. And we've got a hell of a month of December lying in front of us, actually, and it will give us an idea of, by the end of it, whether we will or won't actually stand a chance. We've relegation threatened bottom of the table Plymouth to start. Good. That should hopefully be a good win. Then second place Leicester, fifth place Hull, and albeit only 2 places above us, but still a very, very strong team, Sheffield United, to come. And then tomorrow will be Sheffield United and Hull again, as well as Blackburn and Watford. Watford are pushing the playoffs. Blackburn are... Well, actually, they had a really strong start to the season. Last year, they nearly got relegated. Really strong start to the season this year. I don't know where they currently sit. But we've got them in the FA Cup as well in January. So we'll be playing them a couple of times over the next few days. We're playing Hull and Sheffield United a couple of times over the next few days. So oh, there you go. Blackburn are in 11th. So it's all to play for at the minute. We're in 14th as it stands. Plymouth have actually pulled themselves off the bottom of the table. Fair play. They're in 21st now. Still only 2 points off bottom and definitely not safe. But we are 10 points above the playoff. Sorry, 10 points above the relegation zone. 11 points above the relegation zone. Go on, the Bradford City. And we are 8 points off Bournemouth in 6th. 8 points is not an insurmountable amount, is it? At all. And with a good run of form, we could get there. So we're going to try and win this one. And then we'll just get what we can against Sheffield United, Leicester City and Hull City, and hope that come the end of the day, we're still within a few games, within single-digit points worth of those playoff spots. So thank you to those of you on the board behind me for your continued support in the comment section and on stream as well. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Tawonga. Appreciate you very much indeed. Thank you, all of you that continue to show your great support on Patreon as well. Obviously, there are a number of people in the save that are Patreon players, but there are other significantly lesser expensive tiers on the Patreon if you did want to show your support, but obviously didn't want to pay the £18 a month for the VIP tier. There's a £2 tier, there's a £5 tier if you wanted to get involved and just show a little bit of support for the channel. Obviously, I'd appreciate it, but please don't feel any pressure to do so. It's obviously at your own discretion. Right, side is growing well. Matt Grimes has now dropped back down to 70 rated, so certainly we are going to make that decision to change him in the January transfer window. But Plymouth, this has got to be a straightforward win. Connor Hazard in goal for Plymouth. Barley Mumba's still here. Lewis Gibson. Cornell Shoots. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologise. Nathaniel Ogbeta. And then Ivan Kaliuzny. Callum Wright alongside him. Morgan Whittaker at 80 rated still at Plymouth. No one seems to want to sign him in almost any save ever. Saeed El Mala on the left. Then Rami Al Hajj at cam. And Ben Wayne up top is the weak point still. They don't tend to sign too good a striker at Plymouth for some reason, whilst having some really good quality elsewhere in the side. If they had a better striker, maybe they'd be higher up in the table. We made a couple of changes for this one, mainly with Leicester midweek at the back of the mind, but hopefully we're still strong enough here to get the result. I'm sure we should be. But Plymouth actually have a half-decent team. Can't underestimate them here. They've got a better side than their league position shows in terms of the quality of individual, but maybe they're not quite as much of a team as the manager might like. Tariq Wright is here. Coburn is there. He's onside. He's given us a 1-0 lead. That is just the start we were after against a side lower than us in the table. We want to establish ourselves as a team that aren't worried about relegation at this level anymore. And by keeping ourselves close to, if not over, double digits away from the relegation zone, we can establish that reputation early on in this season, or early enough on in this season, that we can concentrate solely above us and not below. Big up Josh Coburn, by the way. Still bagging. Oh my God. Oh, what a block. That was on its way in for a second goal inside 10 minutes. Why has it made me run all the way there with Fitzwater when Odor is literally stood underneath the ball? Tariq Wright, from range, dip, no, shite. Ford is there. How's the ball? Not great, actually. Not great at all. Ford's header, however, pretty decent. Here's Tommy Lee first. Obeta's quite quick, so I'm probably not going to be able to run around in here. Quickly into Coburn, and then there's the second goal. Josh Coburn, doesn't matter whether it's right foot or left foot, it's back of net. Oh, is it going to work? Oh, it might, you know. Coburn, hold your run. Oh, Brannigan for 3! Good save, Connor Hazard. Trying to get Coburn a hat-trick there a moment ago, but his positional attacking sense wasn't quite what it needed to be. Kind of stepped with the defender. Whereas, you know, I'm trying to need to step away from the defender so I can actually get the ball to you. Can I get to that? Strong challenge, and we get the throw. This is all going swimmingly thus far. Al-Hajj worried about the man inside. Lucas Stevenson's got back in position now. El Mala. Obeta. Away you go in, Nathaniel. Straight to Lucas Stevenson. Thank you, sir. Now you're well out of position, so we've got loads of space here for Turek Wright to get into, and he will duly get into it. Lovely ball to Josh Coburn. On a hat-trick, has a hat-trick. First half treble for Joshy C. The big boy up top is making sure that we keep the run going. Let's push playoffs, boys. Still got Leicester, Sheffield United and Hull to come, so let's not get carried away. But good way to start the episode. Well in Tommy Lee. Ooh, that was a vital interception because Shakai Ford had the room to get into there, and I was about to get it to him. Al-Hajj. Oh, that deflection could have gone anywhere. It took it wide of the post. I think the initial shot might well have found the back of the net. It was travelling, and Fitz has just thrown his left hip at it to deflect it wide the post. Plymouth could have found themselves back in the game there, and that might have made the second half a little bit more troublesome. Had to be in the way again, but nobody needed to be in the way of Ogbetas. That was a long way wide. Well in, Brannigan. Coburn looks to get away. And Shaq's played in. His first touch is great. There's a fourth. Shakai Ford is in goal-scoring form of late. 2 yesterday, another one today, and we've bagged 4 against Plymouth inside 51 minutes. Turek Wright for the run. It's Bowie. It's 5. Our biggest win in the save is 9-0 against 8 men of Barnsley. Plymouth still have a full roster of players on the field, and we might beat that scoreline at this rate. Told you they had some good players in there, but they're not necessarily playing well as a team, and we've proven it. And right. And, oh my God. Oh. They are getting more than desperate back here. Yellow card, no sending off as the double jeopardy rule is in place. But it was 3-0 at half-time, and they looked out of it. We're 11 minutes into the second half and could make it 6-0 already. Why not? Brannigan, top right-hand corner's where we're going. Top right-hand corner's where the ball goes. 6-0. All right. Oh, as if that's got in. I mean, fair enough. It's a great run. But I think the keeper still should have maybe stopped that. They really need to add context to the goal celebrations, don't they? Because there's no way at 6-0 down, even after scoring a Puskás potential award-winning goal, which that wasn't, that they would celebrate that wildly. The whole team. They just go, pick the ball up, and walk back to the halfway line. One way, other way, back again. Oh, if I'd have gone over the top, maybe. We could perhaps have made it 7. Well, after the way the second half started, you wondered just how many more goals we'd score. Unfortunately, the answer was none, actually, as it happens. Unless maybe we're able to grab one here and make it 7-1 at the death. Ford just held his run nicely there, and it will be 7. Well, there was another goal for us in it after the penalty, but 7-1 the final score. Plymouth well and truly battered aside. Do our goal difference no harm whatsoever, because it was level, I think. We'd scored 30, conceded 30. Now the goal difference will look significantly better than previous. I don't quite think we're going to get the chance to go and score an 8th 7-1, but with Leicester next, we could quite easily lose the next one by the same scoreline. And that's how tight the league is. Because now we're 9th. Fucking let's go. Leicester City's team should be in Europe, not in the Championship. Rui Silva in goal at 81. James Justin, Jan Bisek, Caleb Okoli, Tyrell Malacia, Stefan Bajcetic and Ollie Skip. And then the front four of Minter, Nonto, El Canus and Denki. That is a Conference League level team, IMO. But they are in the Championship in this save. How strong is the bloody Premier League going to be when we get there? If we were in the Premier League now, we'd lose 7-1 every week like we just battered Plymouth. Obviously we're riding high on the emotions of the last game, but at the same time, I'm absolutely terrified about this game at the King Power, because this could be just as embarrassing for me as the last one was for Pieface. Finds Brannigan. That's a nice sharp turn. That's a fired ball into Coburn, who's done well to knock that down. I'm going to have to hit the ball early because Caleb Okoli's coming and Rui Silva makes the save. Kieran Bowie having a chance to give us a 1-0 lead. We have been scoring early on in a few recent games, but this time denied. Brannigan. I mean, if I can find the right ball to Coburn here, we could be in. Oh, for what would have been a stunning opening goal. Good save by Rui Silva. The link up again between Bowie. Get out of the way of each other! The link up between Bowie and Coburn continually looks very good, but no goal. Bissek's just huge. Minter. Oh. He knows. He knows he's got the pace. And he relies on it, but it works. El Canus gets to that first, but wins the corner. Leicester trying to get this first goal of the game. So far, not able to do so. And continually. But it's coming. Nonto into El Canus. Reverse to Ollie Skip and forward to Nonto. It's got Denki around the corner. Denki's in. And Bergstrom saves. I was certain that was going to be 1-0 Leicester. But the Foxes are still praying. I haven't yet found the breakthrough. El Canus will take the delivery. It's not incredible. Nor's the clearance. James Justin's header was alright. I'll tell you what, if I can get this out to wide here and then down the line to Bowie, could be some space here to catch them on a counter. And that's exactly what we've done. Kieran Bowie from their corner. Kieran Bowie doesn't give us a 1-0 lead and Coburn can't quite get there. Oh, Josh! If you can get that under... Oh, he's done me. If you can get that under control, there's an open goal waiting for you to give us a 1-0 lead. What a counter-attack it nearly was. Now Minter could help them maybe take a 1-0 lead themselves. James Justin back to Minter. Everybody's in the way. Teammates, defenders, the woodwork. It's somehow still 0-0 here at the King Power. And nobody knows how. Nice ball into Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee with a through ball to Kieran Bowie. We've seen that before. Josh Coburn. And Bowie's in. Oh, and the defender can't get there. But the other defender can. We do love an early goal at the minute, don't we? Whether it's first half or second half. We are starting on the front foot more often than not. But on this occasion, we haven't been able to actually turn it into a goal. He's onside here, Denki. And that's the second time that Leicester City have hit the woodwork today. And our luck surely eventually will run out. But for the time being, we are riding it. Stevenson. Well, the obvious is there. How I wanted to get it to Coburn, but fine Coburn it did. Grimes. Brannigan. What a ball. On his left. Oh, we've hit the woodwork, but it's gone in as well. Against the run of play, Bradford City take the lead against Leicester City. Off the underside of the bar, Kieran Bowie fires us in front. Boos from the home fans as they haven't been able to find a way through. What a finish. Ball from Brannigan, superb. Holds the defender off and just gets the shot off as quickly as he can. Off the bar. Beats the keeper who doesn't expect it to come quite so high. And only just over the line, but over the line enough. Up the chickens! Oh, Leicester are pushed now. Look at the space. You've got time. Bring it down.
Oh, no! He snatched at it.
Yeah. Nobody can believe it. Leicester City caught on their heels. Very nearly 2-0. Shakai Ford has been in good goal-scoring form recently. But it left him there. Almost, perhaps, too much time and space. Thought about it too hard about how accurate he wanted to be into the corner. And tried to be too precise. And got it entirely wrong. All over the top. Courtney Howe's rise as well. Might be retiring at the end of the season, Courtney Howe's. But still having a part to play this year. It's not first team anymore. Rightly so. Focusing on the next generation of young defender for our team. But when called upon, Courtney House does do a job. And we are wasting time brilliantly here. So not really trying to actually score another goal at the moment. I'm just trying to stop them from scoring one. Brannigan loses out on the physical encounter though. Now here comes the counter-attack. Nonto. Grimes can't get there. Just ran offside there, thankfully, with Minter. And Bambo Diaby in the way, and we'll use the keeper again. I think we're going to hold on, you know. Momentous victory this could be for Bradford City. 2 minutes added on. The header is not where it needed to be. The man out wide. Denke. One final chance maybe, but no. Bambo Diaby does Bambo Diaby things. He will be a miss when we lose him, that's for sure. Kieran Bowie wins the foul, actually. Well, last action of the game, literally. So let's give Cameron Brannigan a shot at goal from here, shall we? Because we love a Cameron Brannigan free kick. It won't go in, but it'll waste enough time to guarantee that we get a 1-0 victory here against Leicester City. That is giant. Is that the sign? I keep saying we won't get carried away. Is that the sign we could maybe justify pushing for the playoffs with improvements in January? It would be a hell of a run, but that's a big result and a statement one too. Still really the bottom 4 at most that are threatened by relegation. We're only 7 points above Preston in 20th. That's how close it is. That's what I mean about the run of form. You put together a couple of wins, 3, maybe 4 in a row, and you just shoot up the table. We're only 7 points above 20th place. That's how quickly it can change. We're now 4 points off 6th. 29 to 33. Burnley still running away with things up above. Bournemouth continually only 1 game drawn. Sorry, 1 game lost. But they keep drawing regularly. 10 draws to them, 10 draws to Coventry. We've only drawn 5 times. We tend to either lose or win. Last year we averaged just above a point a game. Now we're averaging almost 1.5 points a game this season, which is great progression for the team. We are going to be simulating the next one against Hull City. At this stage of the season, we still have, obviously, ridiculously busy fixture lists. But nice to see that Bergstrom's up to 74. Hiralainen's up to 74 as well. Continual growth throughout the course of the side. We'll sim this one against Hull City and hopefully get something from it. And then we can go and play the final game of the day, which was a team who my brain has forgot, Sheffield United. Pandor, Drama, Moulin, Nicolau and Giles. Simons, Dakun, Balumi, Jarvis, Evian and Lauritsen for them. We're playing in the gold. They're playing in the black here. So we're on the attack from left to right in this first half. And hopefully avoiding defeat here would be huge. Hull are in the playoffs. Leicester are in the playoffs. And we just beat them at their place. Hull are in the playoffs as well. So just to avoid defeat here, just as we did against Leicester, would be huge. But if we can get a win again, unbelievable, Jeff. It's 1-0 Hull, though, through Balumi after 21 minutes. Defence just kind of opened up a little bit for them there. And we do trail. They're in the box. And it's not 2, but it equally won't be 1 at the other end between now and the end of the game. We are going to lose at home against Hull City, unfortunately. This is what we expected to... Or are we? It's what we expected to happen against Leicester, to be fair. Oh, ref! We probably wouldn't have scored anyway. But ref! 8 shots to our 2. It was a one-sided game. Defeat at Valley Parade, unfortunately. Probably see us fall slightly further away from the playoffs now. But Sheffield United are our next opponents away from home. And that one is not going to be any easier either. Here at Bramall Lane, I don't want to say too much because obviously it can backfire on you, but judging by their starting lineup, I understand why they're mid-table at the minute, Sheffield United. They're not as good as you would expect them to be. Suzuki in goal's decent. You've got Shackleton at right back and Ahmed Hozic, but then Jack Robinson is their second best centre-back. So you can understand absolutely why they want Bambo Diaby. Well, they're getting Bambo Diaby from me at 71 rated with the experience he has as well. Robinson is 35, Bambo's only 31 and 71 rated. Sam McCallum at 72 at left back. Gus Harmer and Vinny Souza in the midfield still for them, with Koki Saito on the right, Carlson on the left, Callum O'Hare at cam and Tyrese Campbell up top. Vicente, Andre Brooks, Mas Pedersen, Ryan Brewster, Ismail Koulibaly, Femi Sariki. They're not bad, but they're also nowhere near where you would expect a Sheffield United team to be. You would expect them to be better than where they are and to be challenging higher up the table than where they are. But they're just not. They're not it right now, this Sheffield United side. Whereas we're not necessarily it either. The whole defence just stopped. That was weird. It's like they thought that I'd take the free kick. I just kept running. I didn't check the league table actually after the defeat to Hull. But we are still, I believe, 10th in the table at this stage after the defeat. But I'm not sure what the points differences look like, etc. for various different positions. Bowie's on the run here, into the channel, onside, in the wet though, narrow angle. But he does have a decent weak foot. But it's not good enough to beat the goalkeeper. Suzuki at 79 rated is going to be pretty decent, I think. Here, Saito. Ooh, tasty finish from Saito. Off the left-hand post in the wet weather. Shook all of the droplets away from the woodwork as it rattled into the back of the net from the edge of the box. That's a very good finish. Seemingly a very good player. O'Hare. Well in. Well in. Crumbs just fell over. O'Hare. O'Hare still. Deflected. Saved at least. Yeah, this is why I didn't really want to say much on the way in. Because they're still pretty good. It's like the opposite of Plymouth. Plymouth had some good players, but didn't play very well as a team. Sheffield United, a similar level in terms of individual player quality, and are playing very well, to be fair to them. I am surprised based on them. I'm not surprised based on the squad where they are in the table. I am surprised based on the way they've played so far. They are where they are in the table. McCallum. Oh, he's just got there ahead of the defender. That's another very good finish from Sheffield United. Tyrese Campbell gives them a 2-0 lead here. And just as putting it together a run of victories can help us rise up the table, a short little run of defeats could see us tumble back down. Coburn. Oh, keep the run going. Grimesy. Out wide. 1-2. Oh, it's gorgeous. Sorry, not sorry. 2-1. Back in the game. Needed that. Very much so, but it was really well put together. Tamely knock it back. I see some space out there for Ford and Brannigan. And if I can find Coburn through that gap, which we haven't been able to do, then we could have been in. I haven't to this point actually made a purposeful effort to do so, but I bet if we tried to isolate Jack Robinson as a slow, weak centre-back, we probably could do so. Oh, the deflection! Off Jack Robinson, as it so happens. could have gone anywhere. In the end, went wide. Brannigan will whip the corner, delivered really well. I mean, it's a push in the back, really, on Bambo Diaby there, but the referee gives nothing. And Sheffield United break through the middle at pace. Carlson with a half to himself. And big save by the keeper. Twice. Whoa! Carlson will hate himself for life. He'll have nightmares about that for years to come. Femi Siriki on for Jamie Shackleton at right back for them. And if they don't get anything from this game, Sheffield United, it's because of that chance. And that's going to be a free kick for us. For handball from one of them. Lee Brannigan. I'm going to have to bring some fresh legs on soon, I think. Time this right, though. Coburn's in. Josh bloody Coburn. South Yorkshire 2. West Yorkshire 2. Other chickens. O'Hare, Carlson again. He's already replaying that miss over and over in his head now that we've equalised. Oh, I'm stuck. Changed to the wrong defender. I had two centre-back options. I went to this one. Tried to run towards the ball. And the Sheffield United man in front of me stood there and went, no. By the time I changed to this guy, I couldn't get across to him. You see Bambo's stuck on Tyrese Campbell there. And I couldn't change to Luca quickly enough to go and close down Saito. Sheffield United have their lead back again. And all that fight back. All potentially for nothing. Callum O'Hare gets man of the match. I thought Saito would have gotten it for his brace. Mitai finds Ford. Finds Coburn. And there's the equaliser. We will have a point at Bramall Lane. Can't hear those home fans now. Well earned again. Stay alert, lads. Stay alert. Please. Luca Hiralainen. He's put in so many challenges like that in the last 20 minutes of this game. He's really stepped up for us there. 2 goals and an assist for Josh Coburn. A goal for Kieran Bowie. That's a big 3 draw. We share the points. Such a massive 3-3 draw. A 3-3 draw, a 4-4 draw this season against Watford as well. We score a lot of goals, but we don't have to concede quite a few too still. The change will be when we start keeping clean sheets. That's when we'll actually challenge higher up the table. We're in 11th now as we end the day. And tomorrow we will look to kick on against 2 of those same teams again. This time next time we'll sim Sheffield United and play Hull and do it the other way around. But I'll tell you what, 7 points from those 4 games was not what we expected to get. So we'll be very, very happy indeed with it. And we can get 7 points again in tomorrow's episode. Then I think we might well be in a decent spot. We are 7 points off the playoffs. Bournemouth are the side that we're chasing at the moment, who've lost their last 2 games, actually. They were 9 wins, 10 draws, 1 defeat. It's now 9, 10 and 3. We're in the top half. 30 points, plays... We're still only 6 points off 20th. It's less points down to 20th now than it was before. But we are comfortably above the relegation zone. We are officially no longer concerned about getting relegated out of the division this season. It's not to say next season we could have a step backwards, but this season we are solely looking up the table now. Join me tomorrow for more. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then.